Hello people, Edwin Learnard here once again. In this astrological segment on YouTube, I am going to dissertate and talk about the moon in Scorpio. The moon in Scorpio can give somebody an inordinate amount of willpower and really strong, great strength of character, but sometimes they could be hampered by the weakness of this position, as this position can give exaggerated sexual inclinations and urges. People with the moon in Scorpio can possess good mechanical skill and may excel in any mechanical field such as computer repair, auto mechanics, etc. This gives very strong determination and persistence, fixity of purpose to finish and on any project that this person may undertake or embark on. I think people with this moon sign are often very secretive and reluctant to divulge too much regarding their personal life. Person often has the ability to control his or her emotions. However, from time to time, the person can become very, have intense emotions and become very convoluted and chaotic as far as the emotions go, and especially if the person is trying to suppress them rather than actually control them. A person with this moon position can excel in certain covert operations work, whether it be like spying, espionage. Can also make a very good detective because of the investigative ability. Could be good in any kind of law enforcement, such as police work, etc. Person with this position can also much should guard against possibly becoming too vengeful or vindictive, as there is often an inclination to do this for these people with this position. People with the moon in Scorpio also can be more resourceful, as opposed to how they initially come across. They might not appear too formidable upon first meeting, but once this person's ready and it's their time, they have a very good strong, exorbitant amount of willpower, and it could often come as a surprise to people compared to actually first meeting these people. As far as the moon represents the perception of the mother, so people with the moon in Scorpio might see their mother as somebody as strong and passionate and has good willpower and resourceful, but might also see the mother possibly as a little bit somewhat intense as well. Famous moon and Scorpio people include actor Dennis Weaver, Major League Baseball manager Davey Johnson, former NBA player B.J. Armstrong, actor Jason Bateman, I believe, Jennifer Lopez has the moon in Scorpio, and renowned martial arts expert Bruce Lee had the moon in Scorpio as well. I think another person who most likely has the moon in Scorpio is CSI Miami actor David Caruso. Now I believe he's on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius as far as his moon sign goes, but which would depend on the time of his birth. I would give him an earlier birth time, and I believe it would be Scorpio over Sagittarius, because Sagittarius moon is somewhat jocular and gregarious and was happy-go-lucky, and the Scorpio moon would give somebody maybe a demeanor that was a little bit more placid and like more serious and kind of intense, and a calm demeanor as well. And I think even though I've mainly seen him in acting, I think David Caruso would probably be the moon in Scorpio for those reasons, as opposed to the moon in Sagittarius. Well, anyway, people, that is it for my dissertation of the moon in Scorpio. And in my next segment on YouTube, I will be talking about the moon in Sagittarius. See you then.